All right, guys, so basically this is what it comes in a Brock's lowering kit. So basically you got the two adjustable lowering rods, all right? And there's some spacers in here. You just drop them. You see there's some spacers that go inside this, all right? So we got some spacers in there. And then we got the bolts. I guess they're gonna be a little longer because of the links being thicker than the actual little link that comes from factory is very thin. So that's why you got longer bolts. I want to say these are regular bolts. They sell a kit with titanium bolts, but it was like another $50, $60. But we're gonna start in the installation. We gotta remove the factory one first, and then we're gonna install this. Now, the way I do this in all the other bikes, I've never done a Ducati. So the way I do on my other bikes, so I put a jack, a car jack, and based on that, I make adjustments with the jack and the rods. So we're gonna see how that works out, all right? All right, guys, so basically what we got done here is we remove the nut on this side of the lowering link, and there's one, my God, that thing is way up in here. All right, this is right behind the swing arm. It's kind of tight to get in there, but I got it, all right? So now I'm gonna remove these lowering links, the factory ones. I'm gonna make the adjustments on the Brock's ones, and we're gonna put the jack, like I said, underneath here so we can adjust the bike height, and that's it. So we're gonna go get the jack right now. All right, guys, so finally I found the sweet spot. All right, there's 3 points that I was debating on whether I put the jack here, here, or here. Keep in mind, this is my first time lowering a Ducati, so this is all brand new to me, all right? So the way that this whole triangle suspension thing works is very tricky for those like me that is the first time dealing with Ducatis, all right? So I tried this point, it wasn't working. Tried this point, it wasn't. So once I tried this point, look, I find the sweet spot, all right? That sweet spot where you can remove those bolts without any crazy pressure or hammering. That's what you want to find, all right? That sweet spot and the jack where you get that on the right spot. All right, now, I already adjust these to a length that I believe is nice and what I want. Of course, I'm gonna install them, and then I will put the bike on the floor and adjust them as I see fit, all right? So right now, all I'm gonna do is gonna get these bolts out. Too easy, guys, all right? Gonna get these bolts out, and I'm gonna put my new bolts and my new lowering links, okay? All right, guys, so I put this side first, all right? We got the bolts in there, the spacers, everything's still loose, all right? So now I'm gonna go to the other side and place the other rod, okay? Make sure you keep these loose so you can adjust whatever you want, okay? So that being said, people, this side is a little more tedious because of the one rod that goes behind the swing arm. But if you got it, like I said, if you got it on that sweet spot, there's no need to bang anything, all right? Everything should come out and go in without any banging, any hammer, okay? It should be right on the sweet spot where everything is loose and even. All right, guys, so we find ourselves in a little problem. All right, these are the bolts from the factory, okay? They use this very big thread, okay? Now, these are the bolts provided by Brock's, all right? They're bigger, they are longer, but guess what? Threads are different. So the original nuts don't fit on the Brock's Performance bolt. Now, that kit has no nuts. So that is not cool right here. So now we have to go and get us some nuts for those bolts. All right, guys, so we're back from the local hardware store. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what do we have here. All right, so what happened was the original bolts from the Ducati, they're too short to be able to put the Brock's lowering blades. Too short. They need to be longer, all right? This is the one that Brock's provide with the kit. So you can see it's way longer. Now, the problem is the threads are not the same. So now, these nuts that are original Ducati don't fit here, and the kit doesn't come with nuts. So we have to go to the easy fix will be to get this thread, which is 12 by 125, some nuts and a story. But of course, your local hardware store didn't have it in stainless, so we have to get 12 by 175. Now, before you said anything, of course, we got the 12 by 175 bolt. All right. So now we got this bolt. All right, same length as the Brock's. See if I can fix it here. Same length, 175 thread, 175 nut. Okay, too easy. And we got some little washers because the head is small. The nut is the same as the original Ducati, so that's great. And then these washers to compensate for the little, head type washer, head type bolt that this one doesn't have. All right, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna get going on that, and then we're gonna lower the bike and see how it looks. All right. All right, guys. So basically, we already tied that up. All right. This is how they look. Very nice looking. They're not tied yet because I wanna see how much adjustment I have to do once I put the bike on the floor. But they're tied here, perfect. Let's go see the other side. All right, let's move the kickstand so we can see a little better. This side looks very nice. Once again, that bolt that goes behind the swing arm, you guys can see it there. All right, and the rest, once again, it's loose here because I wanna make adjustments. Now I'm gonna put the bike on the floor to see how much lower it got, and we'll go from there. So, all right, guys, basically it's already lower, it's already tight. I want to show you a little bit of the angle of the lowering. It's not super lowered, but if you notice, it doesn't lean as much as with the factory links. Now I'm going to show you how they look. Very, very nice. Super nice. And of course I can lower more if I decide to. Now I got to start working on the acropobic exhaust. There's a lot of stuff, but today that's basically it. Tomorrow we're gonna get back to it and start working on the exhaust system, and then some carbon fiber parts, some other stuff. As we know, we put the BST Rapid Tech Matte Black, in my opinion, and the Duca bike center nut, in my opinion, looks great. We're working on it. We're working on a Superleggera seat cover and some other goodies. We gotta continue working. Of course, the other guys that we got out there, 2020 CX10 R KRT edition, 2021 KTM Super Duke, and the 2021 Grumsky. Still working on all those projects.